Once, not so long ago, in a small town in India, there lived a cap seller called Taklu. Taklu was not his real name, of course, but he was born bald and stayed bald all his life. So everyone called him Taklu. His brothers, sisters, classmates, friends, the grocer, the teacher, and the postman. By the time he was 10 years old, even his mother called him Taklu, and nobody remembered what his real name was. When they grew up into young men, Taklu's friends spent a lot of time combing their hair. They used all kinds of oils and gels and shampoos and tried to look like film stars or cricketers. Only Taklu, poor chap, was bald as a boiled egg and didn't even own a comb. So instead of trying out different hairstyles, he tried out different caps. He tried the Kashmiri cap, the Kullu cap, the French beret, the Turkish fez, and the Gandhi topi. Finally, when he had run out of caps to try out, Taklu decided to invent his own. He borrowed colorful scraps of cloth from the tailor and used these to make the strangest, weirdest, most wonderful caps anyone has ever seen. Soon, everyone wanted Taklu's caps.
Taklu, Taklu, make me a cap that'll make me look witty. Taklu, Taklu, stitch me a cap that will make me look pretty. Make me look tall, make me look thin, make me look regal, rich as a king. Taklu, 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 Taklu.
Stop! Do you think it's easy to make a cap that fits? You think that I simply have to sew together bits? It's not as simple as it seems to make the toppy of your dreams. First the head is measured, then the nose is seen, then the ears are smiled at, but only if they are clean. The cheekbone gets attention, the jawbone gets a frown, the hairline is examined from the forehead to the crown. And if at the end of it I get the perfect measure, only then you get a cap that you will always treasure.
Taklu, 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 Taklu.
As more and more people started wearing Taklu's caps, his fame spread and soon he came to be known as Taklu Topiwala or Taklu the Cap Seller. When many years had passed, Taklu felt that his caps deserved to be known in the world beyond his little town. So he made a whole batch of marvelous new caps, packed them up neatly in a bundle, and set off to sell them in the neighboring town. The road to the town led through a dense forest. A gang of monkeys lived in the forest. The gang leader was a vain and a silly monkey called Metro. He was always preening and cleaning himself. The foolish monkeys in his gang praised him, took the lice out of his hair, helped him try out different hairstyles, and slavishly imitated him. "What nice hair you have, Metro! What great big lice, Metro! Great nice lice, Metro!" The monkeys chattered and tittered as they fussed around Metro. But Metro had a secret. He was going bald. No one talked about it. Yet Metro knew there was a little bald patch at the top of his head that was growing bigger and bigger every day. He was very worried, but he didn't know what to do. On the day that Taklu set off to seek his fortune, there was a wind blowing from the north, and Metro could feel his bald patch growing cold. He sat moodily on the banyan tree, and his followers sat in silence around him. A little while later, Taklu reached the same banyan tree. The shade was cool and green under the tree, and Taklu was hungry. So he put down his bundle and sat down. From their perches in the tree, Metro and his lackeys looked at Taklu with interest. "That's an interesting thing he has on his head," said Metro, pointing at Taklu's colorful cap. "Interesting. What a thing! Interesting head thing," the monkeys echoed. At that moment, Taklu took off his cap, and Metro saw his smooth, shining, bald head. He gasped. This was how his head would look if that bald patch kept growing. The bald man sitting under the tree had covered his head with that interesting thing. Metro wanted to see what it was. But Taklu had tucked his cap into his shirt pocket and was sitting down to eat his packed lunch. When he finished, he stood up. He could hear a stream gurgling nearby. "Ah, I'll wash up and rest for a few minutes before I set off again," Taklu thought to himself. "There is no one here, so my bundle can be quite safe." As soon as Taklu left, Metro and his gang came scrambling down the tree. "Open the bundle quick," said Metro. "Let's see what's in it. Open and see. Quick, quick." They tore open the bundle and out fell Taklu's caps. Tall caps, flat caps, soft caps, stiff caps, caps with designs as delicate as the cobwebs, caps with colors as bright as the rainbow. Metro was speechless. Here was the answer to his bald patch. When Taklu returned, he got a terrible shock. His bundle was open and most of his caps were gone. He looked around, but all he could see were bushes. What was he to do now? He was ruined. Suddenly, he heard a chattering in the trees. He looked up, and there sat Metro, wearing one of Taklu's best caps. Around him sat what seemed to Taklu like an army of monkeys, and every one of them was wearing a cap. "Foolish monkeys!" he yelled, and shook his fist at them. "Metro, he's shaking his fist. What to do?" Metro was feeling very comfortable in his cap. His gold bald patch had thawed, and his gang assured him that he had never looked so handsome. Metro was happy for the first time since he had discovered that coin-sized, hairless patch on his pate. And it was all because of Taklu. Metro decided that Taklu was his guru. Whatever Taklu did, Metro would do. Taklu wore a cap, Metro would wear it. Now Taklu was waving his fist. "We will wave our fists back at him," said Metro. "It's the respectful thing to do." And Taklu, looking up angrily, saw all the monkeys waving their fists at him. It made him even angrier. "Come down at once and give me my caps," Taklu shouted, flailing his arms about. With Metro leading them, the monkeys waved their arms about and made loud noises. "Whatever he does, we will do," declared Metro. "He is our leader! 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 What he does, do! Will do! Will do!" And after that, whatever Taklu did, the monkeys did.
If you lift your arms, so will I. If you stamp your feet, so will I. If you smile or frown, waving up and down. If you bang your head, so will I. So will I. If you lift your arms, so will I. So will I. If you stamp your feet, so will I. So will Your cap fits me like a glove. I feel happy like a dove. Oh, bald-headed creature, will you be my teacher? I'll give you all my love. Your cap fits me like a glove. I feel happy you beat the ground, so will I. So will I. If you snort and puff or sit down in a huff, all this I repeat, oh will I. Oh will I.
Such stupid creatures, muttered Taklu. They're imitating me. They're doing whatever I do. And as he said that, a brainwave came from nowhere and struck him right between the eyes. If they do what I do, I can make them do what I want them to do, he reasoned. First, to try it out. Taklu carefully lifted his cap, bowed, and put it back on his head. Metro and the monkeys lifted their caps, bowed, and put them back on their heads. Then Taklu, his heart pounding, picked up his cap, held it high, and flung it down hard on the ground. Metro hesitated, but he had decided that Taklu was his leader. So he lifted his cap and threw it down. All the other monkeys lifted their caps and threw them down as well. Taklu ran as quick as lightning, picked up all his caps and put them in his bundle. Before Metro and the monkeys could understand what was happening, he ran away as fast as he could. Taklu reached the new town by evening and soon sold all his caps at a handsome profit. In time, Taklu became famous and Taklu's topis were considered the height of fashion.
Taklu, make me a cap that'll make me look witty. Taklu, stitch me a cap that will make me look pretty. Make me look tall, make me look thin, make me look regal, rich as a king. Taklu,
Stop! Do you think it's easy to make a cap that fits? You think that I simply have to sew together bits? It's not as simple as it seems to make the toppy of your dreams. First the head is measured, then the nose is seen, then the ears are smiled at, but only if they are clean. The cheekbone gets attention, the jawbone gets a frown, the hairline is examined from the forehead to the crown. And if at the end of it I get the perfect measure, only then you get a cap that you will always treasure.
Taklu, if you lift your arms, so will I. If you stamp your feet, so will I. If you smile or frown, waving up and down, if you bang your head, so will I. So will I. If you lift your arms, so will I. So will I. If you stamp your feet, so will I. So will I. Your cap fits me like a glove. I feel happy like a dove. Oh, bald-headed creature, will you be my teacher? I'll give you all my love. Your cap fits me like a glove. I feel happy like a dove. Oh, bald-headed creature, will you be my teacher? I'll give you all my love. If you hop around, so will I. So will I. If you beat the ground, so will I. So will I. If you snort and puff or sit down in a huff, all this I repeat, oh will I. Oh will I.